Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is orbits. So let's start with orbit. If I can type, orbit. Alrighty. Let's guess this right word here. Yeah, I thought of shelf. I don't know why, but it seems as good as any. Ooh, nice. It actually starts with SH. There's an E. I'm thinking the E's at the end. So it could be something like shape or shake or shame, probably a bunch of others. So I wonder if we can target any of that. We could do an ER word here. Something like faker would actually tell us about shake. It would eliminate shake. Let's do it. I'm right about FER. I'm right about SHA something E. It's not shake. It could be shame or shape. I'm going to have to use like two guesses on that unless something on... Let's look at this FER word. Probably something like fever or fewer. Darn, there's at least two choices that are trappy for the left and two choices that are trappy for the right. This is actually a really tough one today just because it's two traps. An ER trap and SHAE trap, or even just the AE trap in general. I think it is between fever and fewer. Let's find out. Darn, I didn't get lucky. Okay, thankfully. Oh, but that is lucky because it's shave, and I wasn't even thinking of that. Okay, good thing I did the left word first. Okay, managed to do it. Fever shave. All right, let's do Fibble. Fibble, each guess has exactly one lie in it, so one of these colors is lying. Maybe the E should be yellow or green. We don't know. Now, usually I like to use all the positive information. So we'd like start with L, maybe we'd end in VE, and then we'd have to use an R or another E. What about, see, the other E would have to go here. I'm thinking about larva. Unfortunately, larva is spelled with an A. I thought maybe we'd be able to spell it with an E, but unfortunately we can't. I'm going to omit the V. So we'll just omit the V, we'll end in E. I'm sure there's something I can think of. Wow, why am I just completely blanking on words that start with L and end with E? Lunge. Ooh, okay, so we got a contradiction here. They disagree about the L, so that has to use up one of our lies at least. So anything that's true in both. So it means there is an E in the word. That's really all we learned. I'm going to keep putting that at the end. Maybe I can do like a GL ending in E. Why does it think there's so many lies there? Okay, so if I lie about... Ooh, actually, yeah, I was going to say if I lie about the L, then I can't lie about the V. So we can actually do glove. The problem is glove works really well for lever, but glove does not have a lie in lunge. But if I did clove, that has a lie in lunge because I'm omitting the G. Okay. L is now gray. L is running the gambit of colors here. I think that L is lying and we're olive. Okay. I really think this E at the end has to be lying. In fact, it does, because we know there's an E in the word, because of these L's lying told us there was an E in the word. So this gives us a bunch of info. We know that this V is true. I'm going to keep ending in VE here. The L is yellow second, which is actually very surprising to me. But I think that means we have to be OLVE. Or we could start with L, I suppose, but actually, OLVE doesn't look very good. I don't know what word that would be. All we have to do is put... Oh, solve. We were trying to solve this. Okay, finally solved. You won. It was solve. That just sounds like it's using bad grammar. You won. It was solve. Instead of solved. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty funny. Let's do Betweenle. Let's start with solve. Ooh, 4.3% away from all A's. Is that still an A? It might be. Let's try a late A, like a really late A. Awful. Is that an awful guess? Okay, that's too far. Yeah, so I'm right. It is in the A's. Do I want to do like an AU then? 1.3%. I don't have a good idea of what that is. Like, would it be AT or AU? What would be a good AU word though? Aural? Hearing things. Okay, that didn't go far enough. Maybe I should go AR and just see if it's that. Artsy, first thing that came to mind. Oh, A-R-T is not far enough. Arrest, that's 2 R's. Areas, but I don't really want to do a plural. Ooh, why can't I think of Aural? That's not how you spell that. Argon, the element. Oh, wow, that's really close. ARG what? Arg. Or is it ARI? Hold on, why are these so hard to do? ARG, Argot. Argu. I don't think it's these. So Argot is actually a word. All right, so I think we are to ARGO at least. Argus is a word. Okay, so we're between Argot and Argus. Argue. It's argue. Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's do word 500. We'll start with argue. It's a bunch of vowels. Green and a yellow. So I'm going to say E is at the end. And I'm going to say we have an A. And we're going to do one of these AE words. One of the plethora of AE words. How about shave? Because we just had that earlier. Okay, a green and 2 yellows. So I'm going to say we got the A right. But it's still yellow. And let's make the S yellow, I guess, because S is one of the most common other than that. So maybe something like an A here, E here. S can't be at the start. We could do an ace trap word. What's left? Paste. Might as well just do paste. Oh, wow. Okay. I was pretty convinced it was an ace trap word, but I wasn't even right about E here. So if E is in the word, it has to be yellow. Let's keep it in the word and make it yellow. I think that probably means we were supposed to start with A, and it's yellow here and yellow here. Although I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm going to go with that. And then I just need a green here. Can't be the S. Can't be AH. So actually the green could be the V. I don't know if I like that. If E is yellow, this is what it has to be. There could just be no E. What would I do here? A something EV something is almost assured in this case. And I don't know how that works. So I made a bad assumption, which was probably that E was in the word at all. So let's put R second. Let's put A in the middle. And then that would make that yellow. I think we have to include the S here. Yellow here and yellow here. So that's it for that word. That's it for that word. An H or a V. So R-A-S-H, I think. Crash. Nice. Ooh, that was a good solve. I like that. I like to assume there's an E in the word, but there doesn't have to be an E in the word. It's just extremely common for there to be an E in the word. All right. Well, let's do Polygonle. We have an 8-letter word today. Hexpert is on. The first and last letter repeat, and then the second to last letter repeat. So if we did something like ER, it would be a re-ER word. So like refiner, except that's too short. So let's find something better, like recliner. Nice. E's do repeat here. It's not ER, so let's do D instead. And then, ooh, I'd like to do like deceived or something, but that obviously doesn't work. Would we do like IC here? Like, what are we doing? I like to put an I here because I don't think I want to. Oh, actually, IED, not bad. I was gonna say I don't want to put it next to these, but I like IED actually. But what am I doing here with this C? Probably here. I don't want to do like cried, but there's no R. What is this? The other option is to use an S instead of a D. But I kind of like desk. I don't think this works. I'm going to try an S here, see if that helps. You know, or I could continue using D, and I could move the I here, and the C here. I don't know what goes here. Icted? Ooh, Devicted isn't a word, but is there something here? I like icted. Can we do ictis? No. Depicted. Ooh, that took me a little bit too long to find the P there. All right. How many options were there? Oh, I have Polygonle Plus. I'm just not logged in. Okay, well, I'm not gonna log in right now. It's fine. It has my stats at least. Interesting. All right, well, let's do the mini. First and last letter are the same. I like to try S here, to be honest. Get some good letters. ST steps. Oops, steps. All right, so it probably starts and ends with E then. Doesn't have to. How about like or like an ER word? Yeah, there's like rover. Why not? All right, well, the E is correct. Is it a D then? Like dined? It's not a D. Running out of things that go after an E. It's not R, S, or D. How about L? I can't repeat the E. Label. There we go. I always forget that label is not LE, but I mean, it looks way better EL to me. It's just when I'm thinking about spellings for some reason. All right, well, let's do symbol. Start with blaze. We'll check the B at the start with bound. Okay, so B is at the start. Now the third letter and the last letter are in bound, but they're not U or D or B. So I'm thinking O in the middle, and then we can end in N. So it's like brown. It's exactly brown. All right. Very nice. Always nice when it kind of hands it to you like that, once you know how to decode the symbols properly. All right. Well, blind Fusele. My first twist, I can't guess A, I, K, N, O, or Q. So I'm not, because there's no N, I'm not allowed to guess brown. I can't guess the O either. Can I do a spiritual brown? Just something that's similar kind of to brown that uses letters I'm allowed to use. Just basically starts with BR is really all I mean. Spelling wise, similar to brown, not meaning wise. I don't know. I keep wanting to use the N. No A, I, or U is quite limiting. Let me just come up with a good word. It doesn't even matter. Strum. Why not? All right, there's an R. Let's test for ER. This next twist, we're getting symbol-like clues. I do have the icons memorized, but I know you guys all don't. So, something like liner, just test some good stuff. Okay, all right. I was like, is there a lie? No, it's symbol-like clues. So this blue is telling us that we start with R, because we know there's an R in the word. So it has to go to one of the blues, because it wasn't green. So R and N. Oh, here, our guess can be anything but a real word. So we know this is RN, but we can't get the answer anyway. So it's our. Let's figure out what we think the possible answers are, and then we'll do fillers towards that. So, what do I think might be going on here? We know there's no E or I or R. We need to remember that. Sorry, there is an R. There's no E or I. That limits things. No E or I. So RON or RAN. Something like Randy. Okay, so let's do an A here, but let's also include an O somewhere. And then, I'm going to put the O somewhere that isn't, it's definitely not green, just because I think my options are A or O for this second letter. It's RAN or RON. Let's get a Y at the end. Let's do this D here. And then what's just like a common letter that I can include here? Like a C, I guess? Okay, we're guessing coyote. Look at that. It was Randy, so I did have it right. Okay. Nice. Cool, that was fun. Those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. And of course, how'd you do? All right, let's play Orbits for April 5th. So what we need to do here is, let me make sure I have the prototype mode on. So I think this has been changed since I last played it, based on some feedback I had. So let's see how this goes. I'm not sure if the change is in yet or not. We'll find out. But what we have to do is we have to put these words in order. So for example, let's just put screen in here. It doesn't really matter what you start with. They just have to loop in the right way. So something we think might come after screen, like screen test, screen. I like burner phone, by the way. I think we want to put burner and phone next to each other. So why don't we take away screen? Delete. Okay. And then we'll do burner phone. And then what comes after phone? Like phone screen. Okay. And then now I have to figure out what goes after screen again. A screen test? A screen path screen? Let's say it was screen test, because I can't think of something better. Test flight. Flight path. Path back and back way and way. I don't think way burner is a thing though. But we're going to submit this. All right. So the blue means that I did do that connection correctly. And the red means I didn't do it. So I think really what this means is I need to swap way and back. So we have pathway, way back, and back burner. Okay. And there it is. Nice. Cool. So the improvement since last time I played is after you submit, it does tell you which links were correct and which ones weren't. And in this case, it kind of gave you the answer. But I think it's a little less frustrating than it just saying, nope, that was wrong, try again. So let me know what you think. We're always looking for feedback on this. I'm not involved in the game other than I'm in communication with the creator, and he's been very receptive to feedback from myself and others who play the game. So yeah, any feedback's appreciated, and the game's pretty fun. Nice quick game to play as part of your word game dailies. And of course, how'd you do? And those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, then why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.